Welcome to TheMan Games. We are back with this week's best creations off of the community creations that you need to download, and this week we are featuring some Halloweenish themed creations. If you are new watching TheMan Games and you haven't already, please think about subscribing to the channel. Make sure you're clicking that thumbs up button and let me know in the comments which creation today you thought was the best. So first of all, we are setting off with this Shawn Michaels in NWO attire. So yes, Shawn Michaels did have the t-shirt and hat design of this, but he never actually had the in-ring gear that he's wearing in this attire. So yeah, it's kind of, you know, dress-uppy, I suppose, in a way. And the true creator of this is Halloween WCW, hashtag 5994. And the hashtags to find this Shawn Michaels would be Shawn Michaels, HBK, or Halloween. And next up we've got Chelsea Green. So this is a hot mess Chelsea Green from back in her TNA or Impact Wrestling days. And the true creator of this is Soy El Rue, hashtag 65128. And to find this Chelsea Green, use the hashtags Chelsea Green, Spooky Pack 24 or Soy El Rue. So by downloading this Chelsea Green, obviously you get updated makeup, hairstyle from her TNA Impact run. You also get an in-ring version of this as well, as you can see now on screen. And it can also be set as an alternative attire. And next up we have Chucky Liv Morgan. And this is another Soy El Rue, hashtag 65128 creation. And to find this Liv Morgan, you would use the hashtags Liv Morgan, Spooky Pack 24 or Soy El Rue. So by downloading this Liv Morgan, you get updated hairstyle, makeup is inspired from an attire she wore on an episode of Raw. And you can also set this as an alternative attire for Liv Morgan as well. And next up we have this Batista. And the true creator, this is What's the Status, hashtag 32498. And to find this creation of Batista, just use the hashtags What's the Status. So by downloading this, Batista includes a custom portrait, hidden commentary from Batista 08, ring announcement name, it is based on his 2005 attire, there is new de-aged face textures, and it can also be used as an alternate attire for Batista. And next up we have this creation of the badass Billy Gunn, and the true creator of this is Attitude Creations, hashtag 92729. And to find this creation of Billy Gunn, use the hashtags Billy Gunn or WWE 2K Creations or DX. So this is based on Billy Gunn's WWF run from 98 to 99. And next up we have this new creation of Cora Jade. And the true creator, this is What's the Status, hashtag 32498. And to find this Cora Jade, you would use the hashtag What's the Status. So by downloading this Cora Jade, you get a custom portrait, commentary for Cora Jade, ring announcement name as Cora Jade, and it can also be set as an alternative attire for Cora Jade. Now next up we have this Bret Hart, and this attire here is based on his match against Sting at Halloween Havoc 98. And the true creator of this is Quint, hashtag 71854. And to find this Bret Hart, you would use hashtags Bret Hart, Sting Warrior or Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And also by downloading this Bret Hart, you get his attire where he teamed up with Hulk Hogan to face Sting and the Warrior on an episode of Nitro, as you can see here on the right hand side. And speaking of Halloween Havoc, we have this Macho Man Randy Savage attire from Halloween Havoc 96. And the true creator of this is Too Sweet Yeah, hashtag 37385. And to find this creation of Macho Man Randy Savage, you would use the hashtags 2SY, Macho Man Randy Savage or Halloween Havoc. And next up we have this creation of Jacy Jane based on her NXT Halloween Havoc attire from 2023. And the true creator of this is Fernie, hashtag 29155. And to find this creation of Jacy Jane, you would use the hashtags Jacy Jane or Halloween Havoc. Now next up we have a more up-to-date version of Raquel Rodriguez. And the true creator of this is Yatos Warner, hashtag 17249. And to find this creation of Raquel Rodriguez, you would use the hashtags Raquel Rodriguez or Judgment Day. And next up we are back with the Halloween themed, and you get this LA Knight Dracula attire. So this is based on a costume he wore on an NXT show. And once again, this is a Soy El Rue, hashtag 65128 creation. And to find this LA Knight, you would use the hashtags LA Knight, Spooky Pack 24 or Soy El Rue. So by downloading this LA Knight, you get an updated beard, face paint, hairstyle, and it can also be set as an alternative attire for LA Knight. And next up we have this Alexa Bliss. So this is her Freddy Krueger themed attire. I was actually in a taping of NXT where she wore a similar attire to this. And the true creator of this is Daz David, hashtag 77818. And to find this Alexa Bliss, use the hashtags Alexa Bliss, Freddy Krueger, or Halloween. And next up we have this creation of Toni Storm. This is based on her time in WWE. And the true creator of this is Vic Mara J, hashtag 08621. And to find this creation of Toni Storm, use the hashtags Vic Mara J or Toni Storm. And next up we have this attire of Latino Heat Eddie Guerrero. And the true creator of this is Will Amazing, hashtag 08149. And to find this creation of Eddie Guerrero, you would use the hashtags Will Amazing or Eddie Guerrero. So by downloading this Eddie Guerrero, you get updated hairstyle and beard. And keeping with the Guerreros, we have this Chavo Guerrero. And the true creator of this is Juice Mattison, hashtag 34757. And to find this Chavo Guerrero, use the hashtags Chavo Guerrero, Big Papa Juicy, or Eddie Guerrero. And next up we have this creation of Rey Mysterio, based from his attire from the Greatest Royal Rumble. And the true creator of this is Norberto Yulin, hashtag 70143. And to find this Rey Mysterio, you would use the hashtags Rey Mysterio, Royal Rumble, or Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And next up we have this creation of JBL. And this is based on his attire from when he's shown up in GCW, Triple Mania, and TNA. And the true creator of this is Tussie, hashtag 37183. And to find this creation of JBL, use the hashtags JBL, GCW, or Triple Mania. And speaking of JBL, we have his cabinet member Orlando Jordan here next. And the true creator of this is Extreme J, hashtag 82787. And to find this creation of Orlando Jordan, use the hashtags Orlando Jordan, JBL, or Ruthless Aggression. And then finally we have this creation of Kurt Angle, and this is another Will Amazing, hashtag 08149 creation. And to find this Kurt Angle, use the hashtags Kurt Angle or Will Amazing. So by downloading this Kurt Angle, obviously you get the updated beard, as you can see here now. And there you have it. So these were the best creations off the community creations this week that you need to download. Well, thank you very much for watching and supporting TheMan Games today. If you were new to watch TheMan Games and you haven't already, please think about subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. If you already have, make sure you've got those notifications turned on, then you'll know when our next video goes up on the channel. You can also find us on social media. There is links in the description below, as well as a link to become a member, and a link to sign up to our newsletter, and a link to find us on TikTok. So thank you very much for watching and supporting TheMan Games today, and we will see you on the next video.